Mike Kovack with the Medina County Arts Council, and we are here today with Sarah Icardi of Saren's Violin Studio. And Sarah, thank you very much for coming in today to talk with us on Spotlight on the Arts.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Now, Sarah, I made the assumption that you were a Medina native, but that's not quite true. You're a Medina County native, and you grew up where down?
I grew up in Lafayette,
Okay.
and I'm a Cloverleaf High School alum.
All right, so that's almost as good as being from Wadsworth, but that's okay. But and your musical journey started at a very young age, right? Is that tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I started violin lessons when I was 5, and then I
Right.
started piano lessons when I was 8 years old. And so all my life I've been performing in the community through recitals, orchestra concerts, and now I teach.
And you played with the Cloverleaf High School marching band also?
I did.
And actually, I've been aware of it, but I came more aware of it, because some very good high school bands in the county. But Cloverleaf has the longest string of 1 ratings down at the state high school competitions for Medina County. I didn't realize that. So they do a nice job down there.
Yeah.
So now, as a parent from a very young age, you're a very talented musician. And tell us about your debut solo performance and some of the places your violin has taken you in your musical journey.
Yeah, I had my first big debut performance when I was 16 with the Baldwin Wallace Youth Orchestra. I performed Mozart Concerto No. 3 on violin. And one of the things that I have loved about my musical journey is all the people I've met and all the places I've been to. And so I've toured around the United States as well as Asia with violin and orchestras.
And when you finished up at Cloverleaf, you went on to take classes where?
Yeah, I have my violin performance degree from Baldwin Wallace, and so I graduated in 2018 from BW, and then I opened my studio in Medina shortly after.
Oh, wow, that's great. So, and Sarah's Violin Studio is located right on the square in Medina, just north of Cool Beans there. I walk past it all the time. So, and you opened that in 2019, you said?
Yep.
And how did that come about? How did you make that decision to go that route?
Yeah, well, all my life I knew that I wanted to have a career in music. I just didn't know exactly what that would look like. And then when I was in college, I found my love for teaching. And so after college, I decided that Medina was the place to open up a studio since it's such a hub for the fine arts.
Yes, it is. It really is. So, and now all of us who had dreams growing up to be musicians, everything thinks that that's just something that could happen overnight. But the truly successful musicians, they put in the work and gotten the education necessary to excel at their craft. You told us a little bit about your background. Tell us about some of the teachers that are at your school there.
Yeah, so our teachers are really our highlight of our program. Our teachers are really, really wonderful. Each one has extensive training, education, and experience with their instrument. Each one has their degree in music. Some of them even have multiple degrees. And so they're all just really wonderful people and teachers, and our families really love their teachers.
And now, as I understand it, you've updated it. Your website is not updated. You've gone from 150 students up to 200 students that you're serving there, right there on the square, because everyone comes in to get their lessons there. Tell us a little bit about your lessons, what instruments are offered, and do you do individualized lessons or group lessons, and what kind of students do you have coming through your studio there?
So we almost have 200 students now at the studio. We're growing every day, and so we specialize in private lessons. Something that's pretty unique about our studio is we have a huge variety of students. We have students as young as 4 years old. We also have an adult music program, and so we have retired adults in our studio as well, and then every age in between. We also have a variety of skill level. We have young musicians who are prepping for a career in music, as well as students who do music lessons just for their enjoyment and to have fun with it. And so our lessons are very personalized to each individual goal of each student.
Right. And I may have to come in and check you out. I was taking piano lessons for a while. My teacher I had moved to Florida, and I haven't done them for about 3 or 4 years. So
Yeah.
Now, what haven't I asked you about that you would like to tell me about your career there at Sarah's Violin and your school? Putting the pressure on you.
Oh, no. I guess that, we can really, we really work with, anyone who's interested. As long as you have a desire to learn, we can teach you.
Yeah. And actually, looking at your stable of teachers there, they're mostly young, recent graduates, aren't they? Which again gives a different kind of vibe than maybe some other studios do.
Yeah, and I think that's something that a lot of people notice when they walk through our doors is how energetic and personable our teachers are, and you can really tell that all of our teachers love teaching just from how they interact with their students and with our studio families.
I could pick that up just off your website. They all look like very enthusiastic about what they're doing, so that's wonderful. So we have been talking with Lafayette native, not Medina native, Sarah Icardi, who owns and operates Sarah's Violin Studio on the square in Medina. They offer lessons for the violin, the viola, and piano. Am I missing any there? No. That gets them all. And Sarah, thank you very much for taking the time to talk today. So thank all of you for tuning in. I'm Mike Kovack with the Medina County Arts Council, and this has been Spotlight on the Arts. Hope you have a wonderful day. The Medina County Arts Council is proud to present Spotlight on the Arts. The Medina County Arts Council's mission is to support, nurture, and advocate for the arts in Medina County, and you can get more information at medinacountyartscouncil.org. Thanks for tuning in.